guys, it's Katie
and Michaela
and Savannah
and Sarah,
and today we're filming another Tumblr Advice video, but this is a Halloween edition, so that's why we are all dolled up. We're gonna answer your Tumblr questions today about boys. So Anonymous asks us, "Hey Katie, I used to like this guy and he liked me too, but then he stopped liking me and went out with this other girl, and they've been going out ever since. I still like him until about an hour ago when he sent me an anonymous message saying stuff like, 'Ew, why don't you talk, you socially awkward,' bad word. I found out it was him because my friend was chatting to him at the same time and he told her he was sending them to me. I'm really upset and I just want to know what to do. Can you please help?"
He's
a jerk.
Yeah, that's the word I was gonna use.
I would just say to move on, forget about him. He's so immature. Yeah, you don't deserve that.
Plug him.
And don't take revenge because that's just asking for it.
Kill him with kindness.
Don't fight fire with fire.
I can feel my brains. I'm a little German girl.
So there's this one guy and we've been talking for months now. His family loves me. We went to parties and some games together. We went to this one party and I didn't see him for like 45 minutes. He was hooking up with some random girl neither of us knew. Yeah, I was so crushed and hurt. I went and hooked up with two of his friends, one of which I've
you go girl.
one of which I've hooked up with before. I confronted this guy about hooking up randomly with this other girl, and he says, "It's not like we were boyfriend and girlfriend or anything." That immediately crushed me so hard and so fast that I just got up and left. Katie, I don't know what to do, especially since he hooked up with this other girl who goes to my school, and I feel like he doesn't even care the slightest. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel or what exactly to do, but I refuse to talk to him. I'm so deeply hurt and I'm not sure what to think or do.
Since you won't talk to him, you're not gonna know what he's feeling. So you need to talk to him if you want to know.
This is a big mess.
What he's feeling.
This is a big mess.
And you weren't really dating, so technically he wants to. You one-upped him. You go, girl. You go.
You one-upped him?
Because she got two. That's impressive.
I would just put this entire situation behind you and start fresh. That's
with a new person.
Or just stay single because single's okay too.
Single is the party life.
He is my first love asked us, "Katie, me and my best friend are super close. He's the one guy who I can't get over. We cuddle and flirt and people think we're dating, but he tells everyone that we're too close to date. What do I do?"
You say friend zone.
Friend zoned.
This is a sad situation.
It's sad.
Take it, at least you have a cuddle buddy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Talk to him.
Just be like, "Hey, so I noticed we have this like flirty thing going on. Personally, I kind of like you. I'm not sure if you feel the same way or what's up. I'm totally cool keeping it the way it is, and you know, cuddle on the weekends, business on the weekdays, but you know."
I mean, I guess you should respect what he says if he,
Yeah, I mean, you could just keep it a fun
don't ruin your
flirty
friendship with making things all feelings and stuff, because like 99% of high school relationships don't even work out anyway. You look for the next question, Sarah.
Okay.
You'll not get away with your
Okay.
silly. Can I talk in a British accent for the rest of the time?
Yes, you may.
I'm a British.
At the beginning of the school year, I met this really nice guy. A few weeks later, I realized I liked him. I told him I like him, and he said he likes me back. There's just a couple problems. One is that I don't know if I like him as much as he likes me. He seems to be obsessed with me, and I just like him.
Red flag.
2, I want to go out with him, but I'm worried that I don't like him enough, and I don't want to hurt him. Help.
Good question.
Ooh.
Well, if he's obsessed with you.
If he makes you feel like special, like it's like a good obsession, like a cute, like, "Oh, you really like me," that's fine. And you know, you're not always gonna like each other the same in the relationship, but as long as you still like him.
I feel like you'll grow to like him too, if you kind of like give him a chance.
Don't date him if you don't like him.
Oh no, you definitely do not like him, don't date him.
It doesn't end well. I don't know from experience.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Composure.
Have a little heart-to-heart with yourself. How do you feel? Then you make your decision.
This is what my mom told me to do. You write down the pros and the cons.
My mom told me to do that too!
Write it all out. And then
Pros and cons of each situation,
and then
each option.
Assess your options.
There you go.
Giving him a chance wouldn't be terrible.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either.
give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, just be friends.
Ooh, this one's a deep one, guys. We see all this perfection everywhere we look. It hurts. How can we overcome this pain?
Oh.
Go, YOLO, don't care what other people think, and do what you want.
We're not all gonna be perfect. I mean, look at me, I'm dead.
And
Being a little ridiculous is better than being boring.
And
As said by Marilyn Monroe.
is that Marilyn Monroe?
That is, it's up there, top quote.
I like that.
Imperfection is beauty. Madness is genius. And it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring.
Marilyn Monroe.
Which is why you should get a blue wig.
You should just dress like us, and then you won't even have to worry about being perfect, right?
I think you just need a really good group of close friends.
And you need to realize that we're like in high school, so obviously we're gonna be different when we grow up. This is, oh my hair's just being weird today. Doesn't matter, I've been dead for like 17 years anyways. Hey Katie, I feel like you always know what to say, so here goes nothing. There's this guy I like, he's a senior, I'm a junior. We talked through Twitter and then finally hung out at a haunted house together. He seems kind of interested in me, especially because he invited me to go to a concert the next day. The problem is he has a girlfriend. He'll occasionally text me or tweet me, but I just don't know how to feel. I don't know if he likes me or not. Thanks so much.
There's nothing wrong with being friends with him and hanging out with him as long as while you know that he has a girlfriend, as long as you don't let anything happen between the two of you romantically,
that's fine.
There's nothing wrong with hanging out with him.
But he has a girlfriend, so you can't really...
be careful.
Don't pursue him.
Ask him.
Boundary.
Ask him, like...
Cat fight.
Just...
Cat fight!
Just be like, is this a friendship or is this more than that?
You need to kind of be like, hey, you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Kind of remind him.
If he's like, oh, like, you look pretty today, be like, yeah, you know who else is pretty? Your girlfriend.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a friendship with this guy as long as you don't let anything step over the boundaries
of
romantically.
Friends. They're probably like, oh my god, Kitty, I love you! Kitty, what's your address?
Her address is 42B Wallaby Way, Sydney. No, I don't think that.
Okay. Sherman 42.
P. 42, 89, 72.
We live in Australia.
In London, because I'm a proper British girl.
London bloke.
Hi Katie, I'm a senior in high school and I'm taking a class as a peer tutor for Algebra 2, and there's this cute guy I have a crush on. I really don't know how to approach him or how to start a conversation. I've also noticed that he smiles / stares at me, stop it, when he sees me.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I thought you were doing something.
No!
I've also noticed that he smiles / stares at me when he sees me around campus. What do you think this might mean?
Stare at you.
No, okay, no.
Mom's calling. Mom's calling. Mom's calling. Hello.
Let's just say that he does like you, hence the smiling and staring. Then you also ask, like, what could you do? Well, you're in a class together. So just be like, if you are doing the peer tutoring and he is, just be like, hey, what have you started working on with little Jimmy?
It's so easy to like talk to someone if you have something in common with them. Like if you're doing something with them. It'd be totally different if he's like a random stranger. But since you have something that where you see him, you know, take advantage of it and talk to him.
Just talk about the class. It's the easiest thing.
Even if it doesn't make any sense. And yeah. Wonderstruck 101 asks us, how do you stay being real in high school? So I guess just like not being anyone other than yourself and stuff.
If you have a good group of friends who you don't have to be anything around, then that's the best way.
You can just be yourself.
To be real.
Just like pick your values and don't
do anything you're not comfortable with just to seem cool, because that's just asking for trouble, honestly.
Don't worry about being popular, because no one even cares at all.
Anonymous asks us, hi Katie, so no boys really like me. I recently went to a Halloween party and at the party everyone coupled up and I felt pretty alone. It just made my self-confidence go down a ton. I try to be myself around guys, but it's really hard when jerks and I feel like anything I do they'll judge me. Any advice? I guess just be yourself. Don't feel like people are gonna judge you, because like half the people in high school you're gonna meet you're not gonna know 10 years from now. Like, don't feel like everyone's just judging you all the time, because sometimes...
Because once you go to college, you'll have a whole new group of people.
Live a little bit, girlfriend.
And that's
next time, go and like push some girl off the guy and be like,
or just like sit in between them and be like, hey.
I mean, obviously keep your morals, and do anything you're like completely not comfortable with, but you need to break out of the box sometimes.
One party. It's not like that's like every weekend you're the like 18th or 19th wheel.
There's gonna be some time where things are just gonna happen and you're gonna meet someone who's amazing. A gal pal question. You ready? Anonymous asks us, hey, I'm from Britain and I absolutely love Hey, I'm from Britain and I absolutely love your videos. I have this problem. You see, there's this guy who I've been literally best friends with for years since we were little. Flirts with me all the time. We've always had back and forth flirty banter, but these days it's more we get together at parties and stuff. And if I'm being honest to myself, I like him, but the problem is he always has loads of girls' attention. How do I know if he likes me or it's just fun for him? Frowny face.
Aww.
So this is sort of like your typical like gal pal question. guys that have a lot of girls and that have a lot of
It's
access
like mixed
to girls.
between gal pal and
like
And just
player.
stud.
Player, yeah.
Yeah.
So you like don't know whether he's like he has any feelings for you or he just does the same thing to every other girl.
Confront him. It's the
Yeah.
only thing you can do about that one.
Just be like, hey, so and
You
so.
get a cheese stick.
She's eating a cheese stick.
Just like bring up one of the girls and be like, oh, do you have like a thing with her? And then if he's like, no,
And be like, oh, well, what about...
just be like, well,
What about this
what about
person?
this one, this
Or
one,
this one.
And then be like, because it
And then
kind of
he's
looked like
no,
it.
No, no, be like, oh, because you always seem like it. I'm just... No one's really ever sure who you actually have feelings for. And
And he might just come out and be like, well, I like you. I feel like you
That's
kind of
a
have to
possibility.
play like hard to get almost because if he has access to like easy access, it sounds weird, but if he has easy access, he's not
Cut that out.
he's not gonna work for it, you know? If he feels like he has you already, he's not gonna do anything to be like
Stand out from the other girls.
right.
Because they're all probably like beg for his attention. But just be like,
Don't be like that.
hey, what's
Exactly.
up? Walk away.
You sound like you've been friends with them for a long time. Just be the same.
Yeah, just chill. And if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. Worries melt like lemon drops asked us, what advice do you have for trying new things? I always seem to get really scared with trying new things and give up.
It depends on the thing.
Yeah, I
If
was
it's
just gonna
something
say.
like major, like adrenaline pumping, hold your breath and just do it.
Do you mean like, let's go
Skydiving.
skydiving with my grandma?
I mean, I guess just don't worry about failing. You're
Unless
gonna,
it's something life-threatening, then you should take the proper safety precautions.
of course. But like if it's something like trying, I don't know, what's something new? Like a new language or something.
Or like a new like fashion.
Right, just don't be
Whatever.
afraid of getting it wrong the first time
Yeah.
because you have time to improve and stuff.
YOLO.
So, there you go. Okay, so that's our video. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Halloween from this crew. Okay, bye.